Hello everyone, this is Priyasha from XAT, and in this video we'll be discussing about the essay writing tips and tricks. We will be keeping it very to the point, all right? And I'll be assigning you a task after watching this video. So make sure you fulfill that so that you can make the best and maximum use out of essay writing. So I'm going to tell you some points which are very essentially important to be known before you get into this domain of essay writing. Number one, that of course, who is the target audience? This video. Okay, I know that the series I'm launching it in is definitely for the ZAT one, but number one, remember the target audience here is just not the folks who are giving ZAT, but it is for every single person who is going to give or has already given CAT, okay, or is going to give any other entrance examination, because no matter whichever entrance examination of a particular B school you give, you will have to come across the GDPI round and the WAT round, that is the written ability test. And this written ability test is nothing but an essay writing where you will be given a topic and you will have to write. Okay, so it's absolutely equivalent to writing an essay. XLRI, or you can say that the ZAT people just make a difference by asking it directly in the exam, not in the paper like in the GDPR round. So therefore, this is the only difference. And they have been very unpredictable with respect to essays. So you can't even say this that this year also you will be getting an essay or not. This you will get to know only when the admit cards are released and you will get to see the section like timing of the examination and you will get an idea. And at the same time, don't be in a thought that you will get two options. Okay, there are certain years where they have only given a single option, so don't take them lightly. Number one. Number two, don't get freaked out of listening this. Okay, just wanted to tell you how and why is it important. Why is that they are including the essay writing in the examination itself? There is this particular reason. Okay, I'll tell you the reason. Why are they including the essay writing over here? The reason for doing that is they want to know how well is a person aware of the things happening around, and that will be reflected if you have knowledge about the current affairs. You can speak about topics which are generally related to, contemporary topics. Let's say that, okay, you're comparing corruption, talking about corruption, or you're comparing, okay, this was the recent topic, the last year's topic only, democracy. Okay, so it was, if I am not wrong, it was ethical, something related to ethics. Okay, so it was that I can just tell you, it is capitalism and democracy cannot coexist. So these type of topics actually are something about which you have read, or read any editorial about it, read any article about it. So you will be getting enough of information to write. But you might also get, if you are lucky, you might also get a abstract topic to write on. Like the last year's abstract topic was in management, we don't need people who have never experienced setbacks. So this is something in which you can cook a story of your own and write things. I find it personally easier when I'm not much aware of a particular current affairs topic. But this is just to check your awareness, how aware you are of the environment. That is why my entire Instagram channel, or you can say the page, is filled with current affairs, static GK, current affairs, weekly revision of static GK and current affairs every Sunday or Monday morning. I give you weekly notes also so that you can recall the things you have learned the entire week. Remember, you are preparing for that or preparing for any other entrance examinations, preparing it for or already prepared, already got into the college. This is very essential. Current affairs is something which always goes hand in hand with the people who are going to manage another people. You as a manager is expected to manage another set of people, right? So you have to be aware of the things happening around you. ये basic necessity है. तो जैट क्या करता है, एग्जाम में ही पूछ लेता है, और कैट क्या करता है, आपको एग्जाम क्लियर करवाने के बाद पूछता है और वहां से छटाई कर देता है. तो आपको डिसाइड करना है कि अगर आपको एक सीट चाहिए तो आपको कितनी कैसी तरह किस तरह से प्रिपेयर करना होगा खुद को. सो द वंस हु आर वाचिंग दिस वीडियो, हु आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द नेक्स्ट ईयर आल्सो, please make sure that the first thing you have to put in your mind is the current affairs and the GK. This should go hand in hand always with your entire preparation of the reading part. Okay. Now, after we have done all of this, that why is it important, for whom is it important, let's get down to the basic fundamentals, okay, of an essay. So we know that the basic fundamentals move by the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. If you want, you can follow this, your choice. If you don't want, then you can actually divide the body into multiple paragraphs. I did that in my exam, okay, in 2022, where I have divided the body into various different paragraphs. Okay. And that is completely fine and okay, I guess, because that's what was found nice. And in my PI round also, they didn't ask me much about my essay. So I found that, but yes, I got to know from my other friends that some of them were asked questions regarding what they wrote in their essay in the examination. So don't be very skeptical about it. It can be, it cannot be. This is just like something like that. Okay, so you can divide it like that, but the problem is, how are you going to write an essay? What's the basic step? So I have a very easy funda of doing it. The first thing which you do is to collect or gather the information. Okay, how would you gather the info? Now this is very essential. You will ask six questions to yourself. Okay, you are going to ask six questions to yourself, and that is going to be the five W's and one H. Five W's are standing for, I guess you know that, who, what, when, where, and why. Okay, these are the five whys which you need to keep in mind. And what will you do if you get a topic? Suppose you get a topic on corruption, for example. So, it's not necessary that you know who has termed the thing corruption, but at least try to think that who is the best example for corruption. Just quote that person. What is corruption according to your simple definition, your language? When did you first came across an incident where corruption was happening? Okay, and you were live evidence. And where did you find this very prevalent things like that? And why do you think corruption like happens at all? This is something fully your story, that you think that this is the reason why this corruption happens. Just tell them their thoughts. Be free, okay, in writing the thoughts. And how? Now, this how can be in two directions. One how can be a problem related, and one can be a solution related how. Like, if you can highlight that how is corruption increasing day by day, you can highlight that, that is problem. And you can also use the how in telling us the solution of how can we curb corruption. So just सोचो, आपने अपने लिए बेसिक बेसिक 6 पॉइंट निकाल लिए. अब उस 6 पॉइंट के आगे एक सेंटेंस और पीछे एक सेंटेंस लगा दोगे, तो यू आर अकम्पनिंग 12 more sentences with that 6 sentences, making it 18 sentences, which will easily eat up 100 to 200 words, जो कि ideal length है आपके essays का. The maximum limit is 250 words, so you have to stick to 250 words. उससे ज्यादा नहीं जाना है. But your correct or good essay should be somewhere between 100 to 200. Remember, essay से वो दो ही चीज चेक करते हैं. अगर आप कोई current affairs के ऊपर लिख रहे हो, so their awareness, and if you're writing about an abstract topic like age is just a number, things like that. If you're writing on that, they just want to know what are your thoughts on it. So don't worry, and don't be worried that, oh my God, what they will think if I write like this. Jo man mein aa raha, you can write it. Okay, fulfill. Okay, now this is gathering the info. Once you have gathered it, you will filter some info. अब मुझे थोड़ी हंसी आ रही है ये बोलने में, but there are two category of people जो बहुत ज्यादा बोलते हैं या वो बहुत ज्यादा लिख लेते हैं, ठीक है, उन्हें फिल्ट्रेशन की जरूरत पड़ती है कि भाई मैंने 300 वर्ड्स लिख दिया या सोच लिया, बट अब मुझे फिल्टर करना है 200 पे. But there is a majority of audience who find it very difficult to write or speak, and therefore उन्हें शायद filter करने की जरूरत भी ना पड़े. Okay, so depending on which category you belong to, you can very nicely go ahead and use or not use this filtered thing. Okay, that this is totally upon you. If you are someone who is very verbose, like एक चीज पूछो 10 मिनट तक lecture दे देंगे, उस तरह के personality में fall करते हो तो filtration करना पड़ेगा to just keep the points which are relevant. But if you are someone who finds it very difficult to speak or very difficult to write or tell something about a topic, then आपको तो शायद filtration की जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ेगी. And the final thing is, prepare a draft where you will be finally putting your thoughts into the minimum three paragraphs. That will be your introduction, body, and conclusion. And you can divide the body into two, three more paragraphs if you want to put it into pointer like things like हर idea को अगर अलग अलग paragraph में लिखना चाहते हो, you can successfully do that. Okay, done. Now, just few do's and don'ts about the essay writing part. Please remember this thing. They are not testing you in English over here. They are not testing you in English over here. They don't want you to use such heavy, heavy jargons or some technical terms or very, very difficult words. Like, you know that you can write it nice, but you will write some very difficult word like extravagant or something like that. No, no, no. If you don't know it, don't use it. No problem. They want simple English, but yes, something which they will look is your grammatical mistakes. So this is don't, like, don't use heavy English. In our general language we call heavy English. Okay, don't use heavy English, but your grammatical mistakes is what they will check. So don't do grammatical mistakes. Okay, please keep it in your mind that write a simple sentence which is grammatically correct also and simple in sounding also. Because listen, whenever a person reads your essay, they are basically reading and speaking out your essay. So if they are reading, I am going to the market, it should sound correct to their ears. I going to the market, gone. And spelling mistakes also. This grammatical mistakes include your spelling errors. Don't do typos. You might use PLS please in your text, but don't use PLS please in your essay. Abbreviations, okay? Why is it important? Because आगे बढ़ के आपको जब मेल्स करने होंगे तो प्लीज वहां पर भी आप ये सब abbreviations नहीं लगा सकते, ठीक है? इसीलिए they will have a check on that also. Now, they are definitely checking your thought process, and how well can you present your thought. So presentation पे ध्यान दीजिएगा. Just try to make it like a good story. And how would you do that in the next coming days? This is the most important thing for which you're watching this video so far, right? How will you do it? So remember that you still have a bunch of days left for that examination, and I hope that you're watching this video 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks prior. So 2 weeks is a good amount of time, to do what? To practice. Practice what? Practice essay writing. So what I have planned out for you is number one, step number one. If you want, you can note it down. Step number one, you set your daily targets. Am I right? You must be thinking that, okay, tomorrow morning I'll get up, I'll go to work, or I'll go to college, or I'll do these things, and then I'll study. And what I'll study, what are the things I have to cover, A, B, C, D, things like that. You generally write it in pointers or in your notepad or somewhere in your sticky notes, right? Make it as a story. I'm not asking you to make an introduction, body, and conclusion. I want you to write a paragraph. How will you write a paragraph? I will write it like, for example, I'll just read it out for you, or I'll just tell it verbally. Okay, that okay, tomorrow morning I'll get up at this time. Okay, I'll brush my teeth, I'll get freshened up, then I'll open my laptop and I will read through the comments and then reply them, and then I would get ready and go to the college. I'll keep my video ready, and then one of the classes would end. I'll release my video, and then I'll take the other classes. I'll come back to home for lunch, and then like this way you will write everything in sentence. Okay. Then I'll go back to the college. After completing the college, I'll come back home. I'll complete my assignments. I'll go back to the college if I'll have to complete a project. I'll go to their rooms and I'll finish the project with them over there, and I'll then come back to my home. Then I will make the content for tomorrow's video, and then I would be shooting, and then I would be completing my day's work. If there are any pending work to be done, my internship work, I'll complete that work, and I will then watch a web series and sleep. This is what is my entire day's thing. I just told you. You will also write down. So your daily activities is what you will start penning down from today onwards. Daily activities, what you will be, see, what you have done. So from today onwards, get started. Today at night, pen down all the things you have done today and Or else you can do it like that pen down all the activities you're planning to do tomorrow, whatever you like. Okay, your choice. You want to plan out the day early, you can do that. You want to just note down what you did today, note down that. That is absolutely your choice. Okay, either what past or future. Pen down your activities. This is the exercise number one. Everyone will do. This is not going to eat up a lot of time for you. Number one. Number two, it is also going to give you a very basic focused plan ahead that, okay, this is what I did or this is what I'm going to do. Any kind of distractions or things would be staying away. And I would be giving you some special topics. Where will I give you these topics? Of course, these topics are not meant for the video. This is for my dear folks on Telegram. कुछ तो special हो उन लोगों के लिए जो वहां पे मेरे ग्रुप में present है ना? So of course, go to Telegram. If you have not joined my Telegram channel, join it. It's a channel. You will not see other messages. It's only my messages or some important messages which my very dear friends are posting. So only important messages will be there in the Telegram channel, the link of which you will find in the description box and the about page of this YouTube channel as well, or just go to Telegram and search Crack That, you will get it. There is also a discussion group link. So if you want to post your doubts or discuss the questions and queries there, go ahead and do that. Okay, so in Telegram, I'll be giving you 6 topics, guys. Okay, 6 topics, and I will meet you exactly after 6 days. I'll release another video and I will be discussing something more about the essays. But currently, I will be giving you 6 topics of essays on which every day you will have to write one essay. I would be literally reading through your essays, and how would I do that? I will tell you in the Telegram group itself. After watching this video, you will go to the Telegram, see the self-study material, and also what I have asked you to do, the topics as well as how to read through it. We will make it peer learning. Remember, it's written in my human resource book. It's from the book I am quoting this, that our learning is basically 70, 20, and 10. Okay. That means 10% is what we learn from our school, that is formal education. 20% is what we learn individually from our own reading, our own researches, and 70% is what we learn from others, our peers. So, reading through the essays of our peers or reading through the essays of each other, correcting each other is the best way possible to write down something excellent. And remember, don't take it lightly just because it's not included in your numbers, because ultimately getting a seat is your aim, not getting a 99 percentile is your aim. Remember that, which is very, very serious. So if you are preparing for any entrance examination, prepare for the entire process. Build your personality that no one can stop you from the GDPI and VAT round. Okay? So that's all. Now I'm going to slide down and show you some topics. So this was the recent 2022 topic, which was capitalism and democracy cannot coexist. That was a completely contemporary topic. And I selected this abstract topic that in management, we don't need people who have never experienced setbacks. So मैंने मस्त अपनी story बना दी. मैंने पर्सन ए पर्सन बी की स्टोरी बना दी, बोला कैसे वो अपने फेलियर्स से सीखा और कैसे उसने ज्यादा सक्सेसफुल होके दिखाया दैन द पीपल हु अवॉइड टेकिंग रिस्क, बिकॉज वो लोग जो शायद सेटबैक्स कम एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं वो वैसे लोग होते हैं जो कम रिस्क लेते हैं, तो उनकी लाइफ में सक्सेस भी कम होती है. अब मेरे बारे में सोच कर देखो यार, मैंने कितना बड़ा रिस्क लिया है अपनी लिटरली लाइफ में. मतलब मैं अपने स्टडीज जिसके लिए मैं 25 लाख रुपए दे रही हूँ, उसको नॉट साइड लाइन बट उसको साथ में रखते हुए आई एम डूइंग दीज थिंग्स, एंड a couple of hours go in this, in reading your comments and preparing the content, in delivering the video, in editing and posting. But still I am taking this risk because I know that risk है तो ही इश्क है, ऐसे कुछ है ना हर्षद मेहता का डायलॉग, जो भी है. So I definitely am taking the risk. So मैंने ये एग्जाम्पल डेफिनेटली उस वक्त नहीं लिखा था, बट आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू दैट until unless you take risk, you can't be extremely successful in your life. So उस पॉइंट पे मैंने बहुत सारी स्टोरीज बना दी थी, तो सक्सेसफुली मैंने अपना ऐसे लिख दिया था. तो वट एवर इज कंफर्टेबल फॉर यू, यू डू दैट. ये जिंगोलिज्म वाला एक्सप्लेन किया है मैंने अपने ओल्ड वीडियो में, तो आप देख सकते हो उस वीडियो को. Okay, you can just go back and check my videos in or playlist. You will find it there. Now, this is ethical practice and sustainability. Now, look here. It was a single topic. Remember, okay? So you did not get a chance to select a topic in 2018. And इसलिए बोल रही हूँ कि be very very aware. And अभी आपके around जो भी हो रहा है उसको अच्छे से देखो. Like current affairs पढ़ते हो ना तो किसी पे एहसान मत करो. करंट अफेयर्स पढ़ते समय एक्चुअली खुद पे एहसान करो लाइक ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड रीड इट एंड recall it later okay that is what is going to help you so as you see I'm just sliding down I'm not reading it out because that will unnecessarily increase the length of the video you can anytime pause the video or take a screenshot for these topics these were sometimes they gave you a very long topic over here ओके सो लॉन्ग टॉपिक का मतलब ये कभी नहीं होता कि ये हार्ड टॉपिक है लॉन्ग टॉपिक तो ज्यादा अच्छा होता है क्योंकि टॉपिक के हर एक वर्ड से आई रिपीट टॉपिक जब लंबा हो तो टॉपिक के हर एक वर्ड को पकड़ के एक्सप्लेन कर दो 200 वर्ड तो ऐसे ही हो जाएंगे प्यार से ठीक है सो इट्स अ गुड थिंग इफ यू गेट अ लॉन्गर टॉपिक आई बिलीव सो एंड दीज आर द अदर टॉपिक्स विच यू सी 2003 तक के टॉपिक्स आपको शो कर रही हूँ ताकि आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो ओके and that's all for this video guys I'll be coming up with more videos on essay writing as well as the other cutoff related and strategy related videos till then you know the drill you have to like this video and you have to share it with more and more people sharing is the most important thing because that's the only gift you can give me apart from your love and so much of respect okay so definitely please share this video that's most at most important and if you're new to this channel to subscribe kiye bina jana hi mat all right fine then thank you so much and take care and all the best to all of you